Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Tyson Bailey. I'm the founder and CEO here at Trend Advisor, where we help life insurance agents and financial professionals land more clients without spending any money on paid ads. Now, what I'm going to walk through right now is an excerpt of a presentation that I gave yesterday, where I was in a room full of advanced planning advisors looking to work with more business owners, high net worth individuals, and successful professionals. Essentially, anybody that has a lot of money or is making a lot of money. Now, where a lot of these advisors are at is they've tried different marketing campaigns over the years. They've done either Facebook ads or cold calling or buying leads or getting a list or whatever it might be, maybe dabbled a little bit on LinkedIn, but have never found something to be consistent in landing more clients. Now, what we do here at Trend Advisor a lot of the times has to deal with LinkedIn. If we want to deal with those successful business owners, successful professionals, high net worth individuals, the number one thing that you can do is go to where your prospects are, and that's LinkedIn. They're on there day in and day out. We have almost 200 million members in the United States alone. Now, what's tricky is these people are on LinkedIn, but how do we attract them to you? How do we get them to take action? And that's exactly what we're covering inside of this little workshop. So you've got a good profile, you've got connections on LinkedIn. Maybe you've tried some messaging, but you don't have anybody actually coming to you asking for appointments, asking for meetings, asking for more information. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. Now, this all comes down to chasing versus attracting. Now, with high value clients, business owners, successful professionals, high net worth individuals, essentially anybody that has a lot of money or is making a lot of money, these individuals are looking for someone to marry. They're not looking for a one night stand. They're not going to be the equivalent on Tinder, swiping left or swiping right, whichever direction is. I don't even know which one means which. But these individuals want to make sure that not only are you the expert, but you're going to be there for the long term, both to solve their needs now, tomorrow, and generations into the future. So, a little background about me. That's my beautiful family over there on the right. That's my wife, my 3 kids. When I first met my wife, she was actually dating somebody at the time and had been dating this guy for at least a couple of years on and off. Now, if I would have walked up to her in that first interaction and said, "Hey, you are the perfect height, the perfect age, you've got beautiful hair, I think you can be the mother of my children," how would that interaction have gone? Probably not very well, right? Probably wouldn't be married today, probably wouldn't have 3 beautiful kids. But what you need to understand is that your prospects are most likely dating someone already. If they have a lot of money, if they've got a successful business, if they're making a lot of money, I can guarantee you that they already know another financial advisor. They already know another insurance agent. And so when we go out and we start chasing these individuals, we start coming across as desperate. Now, over here on the left-hand side is a message that was sent out by an advisor before he started working with us, and he had blasted this out to thousands of his connections on LinkedIn, where he said, "Hi, Ken. I help busy professionals create a retirement income plan to enjoy a financial future they want for themselves and family. Called to see how I can help you." Now, you tell me, in today's world, would anybody see that message and pick up the phone unless they were extremely desperate? The answer is no. Or the one on the right-hand side where they say, "Hey, do you keep your options open?" Right? Now, those tactics and strategies used to work several years ago, but times have changed. Now, one of the most comforting things that I learned throughout my marketing journey when I was trying to figure out how these pieces worked is that good marketing models normal, healthy human relationships. So all you need to do is transition what you would do in the real world over into the digital space. So what do? You got to get these people to start checking you out. You got to help them see that there's something else out there that they're missing, somebody else out there who has more of what they want to solve the financial concerns that keep them up at night. Now, the best thing that you can do is give away value. You want to give away the secrets, sell the implementation. Now, what happens a lot of times when advisors hear this is they start to clam up a little bit, like, man, I don't want to give away the secret sauce. And so what they tend to do is send out watered down information. Now, if you're sending out watered down information, that does nothing to set you apart from your competition. The most valuable thing that you have is information. Now, in terms of this information, how you can offer that to individuals is extremely important. It can come in a number of different shapes and sizes. You can do videos, trainings, webinars, checklists, books, PDFs, special reports, white papers. The list goes on, right? But you have the information that these people need in order to solve their financial pain points. Now, what I love about that value-based offer, that lead magnet, is that it starts attracting the right folks to you. It attracts people who have both the needs and the means for your services. So What we're going to be doing is going out there and we're going to be offering this piece of information, this lead magnet, and that's going to naturally attract the people who have a need for those financial solutions. Now, when it comes down to this lead magnet, number one, the lead magnet actually has to be valuable. Again, you cannot send out watered down information because you won't get anything in return. Now, this lead magnet has to set you up as the subject matter expert in a given solution. It has to be fairly easily consumable and it must solve a problem and present a problem. Now, a real world example that I like to use for that is if you go to a bar and they have complimentary salty peanuts. Why do they do that? Well, number one, it's going to solve the problem of hunger. But number two, it's going to present another problem of, man, my mouth is kind of dry. I need something to drink. And it's going to entice you to go order a drink, to actually pull out your card and spend some money, right? So we solve a problem and present a problem. Now, a good example of this is towards the end of the year, some of our advisors send out a year-end financial opportunity maximization checklist. Now, what this does is it's a very valuable checklist where it goes through a number of things that people need to be reviewing on an annual basis. They understand that there are deadlines with the end of the year. And so they're like, okay, let me review my retirement plan. Let me review my insurance. Let me review my business. Let me review my taxes. Let me review different milestones that I've had, whether it's, a death in the family, whether it's marriage, having kids, a new business venture, selling business. The list goes on and on. But what that does is it solves that immediate problem of, man, here are the things that I need to review, but it also presents another problem of, oh man, I need a financial expert to come in and help me review these various aspects. I can look at them, I can look at my statements, but I don't know what they mean. Now, picking your lead magnet is kind of like fishing. The type of bait you use equals the type of fish you catch. If I'm going fishing for salmon in a river, I'm going to use a different bait than if I was going to go deep sea fishing for albacore tuna, right? The same thing for the prospects and clients that you're looking to attract. Now, a couple of quick examples are if I had a lead magnet about how to retire tax-free, you're going to attract clients who are concerned about taxes and or retirement income planning, right? If you have a lead magnet about how to save on health insurance, you're going to attract clients who are concerned about overspending on health insurance. If you have a lead magnet about how to creatively retain key employees, you're going to attract business owners who are concerned about retaining key employees. It seems obvious, and it really is. Don't overcomplicate it. Now, what this lead magnet does is it accomplishes two different objectives. Number one is it breaks down barriers. When somebody feels like they're being sold to, it doesn't matter if it's a digital product, a physical product, if at the store. And we've all had that experience at the store where we're walking down the aisle and then all of a sudden somebody comes up and offers us a new cell phone plan. The second we feel like we're being sold to, our walls are going to go up. The lead magnet is going to help break that down, break down those barriers that are put in place naturally. Now, the second thing it does is gets the right prospects to take action. And I have a couple of really good examples of that. So as far as breaking down barriers, we have a great example, great case study from one of our advisors who was sending out a complimentary copy of a book. Now, this individual on LinkedIn saw the offer for the book, comes through and he sees that on the second page, on the confirmation page, he has the opportunity to book a strategy session if he wants. Now, as soon as he saw that, he's like, oh, barriers are up, right? And so he reaches back out to the advisor and he's like, hey, sorry, Kara, I was just interested in the book, not a phone call or consultation. No need to call. I didn't realize it was more of a sales pitch and a search for new clients. Best of luck. So all of a sudden those barriers are up and he's like, hey, don't send the book. Don't call me. Don't talk to me. I'm good, right? Now, Kara is able to step in and say, hey, there's no strings attached, right? I've gifted this book to over 500 families. It's my way of giving back. Enjoy reading, stay healthy and wealthy. Now, Randy comes back in and you can start to see those walls come down just a little bit where he says, hey, I saw that, I couldn't get the book unless I talked to somebody. It seems a little odd. Seems like there was some sort of a catch. I'm sorry for coming across so suspicious. Kara steps back in and says, hey, no need to apologize. You don't need to take a call from anyone. Now, a key to this lead magnet is no strings attached, right? Now, with that, we start to see Randy's barriers dropping down a little bit. You'll notice in this middle message here, he says, hey, thank you for the kind response, Kara. I have never used a financial advisor and am definitely interested in having one. So he goes from don't call me, don't talk to me, don't send the book to, hey, I've never actually had a financial advisor and I'm actually interested in having one, right? So they continue the conversation. Then right at the end, he says, outstanding, Kara. I will reach out after the holidays. Thank you for all the back and forth. You have been nothing but kind and patient. I look forward to meeting you. That is the power of the right lead magnet. Breaking down those barriers, going from all the way from, hey, don't call me, don't talk to me, don't send the book to, hey, I can't wait to meet you, right? Now, as far as taking action, Simply by hanging out the right lead magnet, you are going to be attracting people who have a need for those products or those services right in that moment. Another great example here. Kara goes out to this individual and says, "Hi, Jeff, can we connect?" He says, "Hey, Kara, this must be an automated reply." And Kara comes in and says, "Hey, I appreciate your response. Sometimes automation is used for efficiency, but you're speaking to me, a real person." And then she's able to shift that conversation, keep it pointed to an actionable step. She says, "Hey, by the way, with everything going on right now, I'm sending out free copies of this book to share how to get to the 0% tax bracket, especially in retirement. Is that something you're interested in?" And he says, "Hey, Kara, my wife and I are getting close to slowing things down. Sold the business 18 months back. We're looking for the best way to have consistent returns on our investments and try to alleviate the taxes as much as possible. Not sure if that is what you do." He sends his contact information. They set up a call. Kara sent me this text last week where she says, "Dude, they just left. I think this might be the largest account of my career, a $4 million annuity, a lump sum long-term care policy, and a large life case." That is the power of having the right lead magnet. So what I want you to do is take a step back and think, what is something valuable that you can position in front of your prospects, in front of these people on LinkedIn or Facebook, wherever it is that your clients are, to see more success. Lead magnets are the key to attracting the right clients and getting them to take action. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at chatwithtyson.com or at trainedadvisor.com, and I'll talk to you guys soon.